Good evening, everyone. We are going to get started because we have a lot to cover tonight. So I just want to start off by saying welcome to the upper school here at Bear Creek. We are so excited and grateful that you all are taking time out of what I know is a busy schedule to be here with myself and my amazing colleague, Ayoleida Páramo. So just to briefly introduce ourselves, for those of you who I do not yet know, my name is Gomulkiewicz. I'm the Dean of College and Academic Advising here at the Bear Creek School. So I work with juniors and seniors to help them with their course selection, and then I also work hands-on with all of our students as they're going through the college process. And so that's my role, is to help juniors and seniors finish out academically and then also prepare them for the launch after they leave Bear Creek. My amazing colleague, Ayoleida Páramo, works with our 8th, 9th, and 10th grade students on their course selection, on helping them get academically adjusted to the high school here at Bear Creek, and helping support them as students enter the high school program here. So we are a team, we work together, and we are really excited to partner with you all as parents and students. We're really excited to get to know you over the next few years, whether you be in 7th grade or 8th grade. Before you know it, you will be in Mrs. Páramo's office, and then blink again and you'll be in my office. So we really look forward to getting to know you better, and we're excited to start that journey tonight. I want to just briefly talk about our agenda for the evening. So the presentation title tonight is Starting Strong, an overview of grade 9 course selection. And I promise we will do that, but we got a little excited. And so we are not just talking to you about grade 9, we are also going to talk about grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12. Obviously, we will spend the most time on 9th grade because that's what is going to be your entrance into high school. But we decided it would be helpful to give you all a view of not just 9th grade, but what comes after that. And our goal really is to help you understand the program more in depth. So we'll start with that. Then we're going to cover some frequently asked questions. These are mostly questions that Mrs. Páramo gets in her advising sessions, but I added one or two to the list as well. And then we will open it up for Q&A with you all. We really want to make this a conversation tonight. We are here to get to know you. We're here to share a lot of information with you all. And so please, please think of questions, jot them down, and be ready when we have that Q&A time, because we would love to answer those questions. You'll also notice that we'll be a little more conversational up here. So one of us will be sitting, the other will be presenting, but we may very well pop up and do some do-si-doing up here as we have things to add. So we really want this to be a conversation. On that note, I know you all know Bear Creek's mission. It's at the entrance to all of our buildings here, and hopefully when you walked in, you saw it in the Commons wall, on the Commons wall as well. And so I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, but I think it's important nonetheless that in the high school here at Bear Creek, we are very much living out this mission for all of you students and in support of all of your families. So you will hear about the high quality Christian liberal arts education that we offer here in the high school, what course selection looks like, the depth and breadth of the classes that we offer for students, how we want to encourage students to both explore academic interests, but also have a strong academic foundation. You're also going to hear about our nurturing environment here in the high school. As students get older, you all get a little more independence. Hopefully that's exciting. And we have a lot of amazing ways to support you in your growth inside and outside of the classroom. And then, of course, all of this is in service of helping enable each student that walks through the doors at Bear Creek to become the individual God intends. And so our hope is that you will see that individuality woven throughout this presentation, how we take care with each student to understand their individual goals, their individual strengths, and how we can support them, not as a 9th grade class or 10th grade class, but as 46 students in the senior class or 70 students in the grade 11 class. So that's our goal for tonight. And we just wanted to start by pointing back to that mission. With that said, I'm going to turn the mic over to Mrs. Ayoleida Páramo, and she will be talking a lot about ninth grade, as I promised, and I will jump back in and give you a little college teaser, but I'm going to turn it over to her.
Thank you. The green is the head, yep. I'm guessing. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Katie, and welcome, everybody. I'm so glad you guys are here. Like Katie mentioned, we're so grateful that you are taking the time to join us tonight. We know you guys have such a busy schedule, and yet you prioritize this evening, so we are very grateful for that. So let's just jump in. We're going to talk about grade 9 first, and as the slide says, this is the year for you guys to explore. Where do I point this? Oh, there we go. So the very first thing I want to talk about is your schedule, your grade 9 schedule. Wow, in no time we're going to be working together to build these beautiful things for you guys to start on next year. The very first thing I want to touch base on is the individualized nature of our schedule. This, at Bear Creek, there is no one size fits all, right? Our philosophy is that we are here to support each one of you as individuals. You are all different. You all have different goals, different personalities, different interests, different strengths. And we are here to get to know you, discover what those are, and then help you pursue your goals and help you choose the schedule that fits who you are and what you want, where you want to get. So for that, we will be meeting one-on-one, you and your parents and me in my office. Hopefully some of you I know have already made an appointment with me, and I'm sure if you haven't, you will after tonight, because this will be a great opportunity for you to hear about all the amazing things that we are going to be doing together in the upper school, and an even bigger opportunity for me to get to know you and find the ways that I can help you get where you want to go. So the registration is open. You also have a bookings link where you can find the best time that works for you. We can meet before school. We can meet also during lunch or even during advisory. If you talk to your advisor and ahead of time and then ask for permission to meet with me, they will, depending on their agenda, they will let you come with your parents to see me during the day. Another option will be right after school. I'm here until 4 p.m., so you can get out of class and come straight to my office, and we can talk about all of these beautiful things and then help you build a good, very interesting and strong schedule for grade 9. And speaking of schedule, we need to talk about our graduation requirements so we can know what courses we need to take, right? So on the screen, you have the graduation requirements that we need to complete or fulfill in the 4 years that we'll be spending here in the upper school. Basically, there's 2 categories, the academic credits and the community service hours. So you are required to complete exactly a minimum of 24 academic credits. And we're going to do that with a combination of courses. Within these 24 credits, there are specific requirements that we need to complete. For instance, we need to complete 4 years of English and 4 years of history and 2 years of language and so forth. It is part of my job to make sure that you are all on track to graduate, right? with all the, that you're meeting all your requirements. And then we will work together to choose then, out of those 4 English courses, which courses are you going to take, right? My job is make sure that you have all 4 years, and we work together to choose what courses those will be. So, let's see, well, let's talk about what classes we will be taking every year. So typically in freshman year, the students students study the ancient world. So that means that in history, English, and Christian studies, the curriculum is going to be related to the ancient world. And just like you do now in middle school, where you make connections between those 3 classes, you will be doing the same in the upper school. All our freshman students will be taking honors ancient literature and honors ancient world history. This is a core class, or both are core classes for all freshman students. And then they will be taking historical theology as the Christian studies course. This is a semester class. And I know on your screen you see that some courses, they have different numbers of credits. Some are half credits and some are full credits. Do you guys know how many credits you get per class? Do you? Not quite. So when you take a semester class, you get half a credit, right? You get a grade and you get a number of credits, which is half a credit for a semester class. When you take a year-long class, you get 1 full credit, right? When you add all those credits that you take, you need to get up to 24 in 4 years to graduate, right? So then the historical theology is a semester course. So opposite that, you as freshmen will be taking health, which is a semester course as well, and is also a graduation requirement. So we will be checking that off our list right away in grade 9. Then for math, you guys will be taking your next course up on the course progression, right? So if you are taking geometry, you will be taking algebra 2. If you are taking right now algebra 2, you will be going into pre-calculus or honors pre-calculus, right? Whatever comes next is the class you will be taking. Then for, what else we have? Oh, for science, typically most our students follow the standard science progression, which begins with conceptual physics. So most our students will start there. And then you all will get a chance to pick your language, right? This is where you get your first choice. And you get to pick between 3 different languages that we offer in the upper school. The first one is Latin. And because you are currently taking Latin right now, you are taking Latin 1. So you will be starting or continuing in the upper school with Latin 2, Latin level 2. And you can get up to level 5 in the 4 years in upper school. However, if you choose either French or Spanish, you will be starting in level 1. And you can get up to level 4 in the 4 years in upper school. Okay? And then you get 1/7 block. And that 7th block is, we call it like the electives block. But we can use that in different ways. The first way we could use it is by taking an art class that will help you fulfill the graduation requirements of art, right? Which is 1 credit, which will be 2 semester courses or 1 year-long course like choir or band. And a semester course will be photography 1, for instance, right? What elective you want to take, it depends
on your interests, really. And this is where the exploration comes from. Are you curious about photography? Would you like to learn about graphic design? Or are you more inclined into technical theater? What is that about? Well, this is the time to explore, try out, find out what you like. Or maybe you adore music, you have been in band, and you just want to continue developing those skills and growing up as a musician. That is still a great option and a great choice for you. Sounds good? Okay, I think we covered. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Oh, another way, the second way that we could use the seventh block or the electives block is by thinking about our PE credits, right? We need 1.5 credits, PE credits to graduate. And there are several ways that we could do that. I want to get back to that a little later. But you could use this seventh block to take a class that is called strength training. That is in the fitness center. You know, they lift and they do all these great exercises with cool music in the background, and it's during the day. And that is a semester course that you can take as many times as you want, and that will, every time you take it, you will earn half PE credits. Okay? Then we have other courses. As you go along, you will, the farther you go in upper school, the more choices you will have to choose from. So in ninth grade, we give you a pretty structured schedule because we want to support you and make your transition into upper school a little easy, right? But you still have some choices on your electives, on your language, right? And the farther you go, as I said before, you will get more choices. Like in grade 10, you will have more choices to choose in history, electives again, etc., and so forth. In addition to the academic credits, you will also have to complete 100 hours of community service. And this is not a suggestion, you guys, it's a requirement, right? So 100 hours in 4 years. So that is how many hours per year? Thank you, 25 hours per year. And we would love for you to keep that on track. We don't want you to wait till the last minute and then be all stressed out at the end. You can, and some people have. That is a good question. He's asking if you're allowed to complete all your 100 hours in 1 year, and the answer is yes. But guess what? If there are students that even they get to the 100 hours in 1 year and they keep going, and they get up to more than over 400 hours. Yes. Oh, a job is different, though. He's asking, can I work a job? If you are getting paid, it's not community service. It is a job. So there is a distinction. The community service hours have to be served at a nonprofit organization, right? And you may not be receiving any compensation for that. Good question, though. There was another hand. Yes. So we have different opportunities. Actually, you could help at school. We offer some opportunities here in-house for you guys to help. But another examples will be an animal shelter, a soup kitchen. Some people do food collections. All, there are many different types of any nonprofit organization.
I'll just add a couple there too. For those young men in the room and mothers, there's a really cool organization called Young Men's Service League. It brings together mothers and sons through service to the community. A lot of Bear Creek students do it with their moms, and it's a really fantastic organization. So if you're not aware of that, that would certainly be one to consider. And there's a lot of ways to get involved in service, so we really do encourage you to think about causes that matter to you, organizations that matter to you, ways that you want to get involved. One of the seniors that I'm working with this year, he's super passionate about math, and so he actually, some of you may know him because he volunteered as the middle school math team coach. So there's a lot of different ways to get involved. It doesn't just have to be one. And as Mrs. Páramo said, 100 hours is the minimum, but we would encourage you, to continue serving beyond that.